Joining us now from Ohio with more on this is Ken Blackwell, the former Secretary of State for Ohio and a fellow at the Family Research Council. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Andrew, good to be with you.
We were just going through a little history lesson here since the president is running around telling voters that Mitt Romney wants to import the foreign policy of the 1980s, the social policy of the 1950s, and the economic policy of the 1920s. Well, collapsing the Soviet Union, desegregation, and general prosperity sounds pretty good to me.
Oh, absolutely. This is a president that has decided in the last days of this campaign to play small ball, because what he is staring squarely in the face is failed leadership. This situation in Benghazi, the situation of the anemic economic recovery, these are things that he doesn't want to talk about. He rather talk about a young girl coming on to him in a campaign ad or other aspects of what I call political small ball.
Let me ask you this. You were there in 2004. You were actually accused of stealing the election for George W. Bush, and it was also your fault. I guess Republicans disenfranchised black voters. Somehow you were accused of that. But let's go through this with the state of Ohio. The president has lost the momentum in Florida, North Carolina, and even New Hampshire. He and Mitt Romney, the whole world seems to be focused on Ohio. Voter fraud can be a real problem. So as Secretary of State, how does this work? The polls begin to close, and then where do we go from here along with the Electoral College?
Well, one of the things that I think is so very important is that our approach in Ohio is a bipartisan approach. It is an approach that is handled at the county level. So there is no central collection of votes to be counted, and every vote that is counted and cast is viewed by bipartisan sets of eyeballs. So Ohio in 2004, had a record turnout of African-American voters. Let's take Franklin County, where Columbus is, for instance, where they complain about long lines. Guess who was the chairman of the Franklin County Board of Elections? A guy by the name of Bill Anthony. A little background on Bill Anthony: African-American Democrat labor leader and vice chairman of the Kerry campaign in Ohio. Do they really think that Bill Anthony stole the election? I mean, it was just smoke and mirrors and a lot of hand-wringing just to motivate their base in future elections. So right now, Ohio is neck and neck. The candidates are neck and neck in this battleground state. It's possible for Romney to win with Ohio, but he would have to run the table in the other battleground states. I think he's going to win it right here in Ohio. In 2004, it came down to 118,000 votes. So if you had to turn 60,000 votes, Kerry would have been president. But what got it to a point of Bush victory was a superior get-out-the-vote effort by his campaign and the Ohio Republican Party.
What's the unemployment rate, if you know off the top of your head, in Ohio? Because the growth in GDP is weak. The currency is being devalued. The president, and we're going to get to a sound clip of him in just a second, is running around Ohio saying he saved, just like he saved Detroit, because he saved GM, he's also saved Ohio. But the unemployment rate nationally is still 7.8%. It has been for 4 years. What's the unemployment rate in Ohio, and has it gone up or down?
Well, the unemployment rate in Ohio has gone down, but it's not due to anything that the president has done. When you stop to think about the fact that Honda is the largest automobile manufacturing company in the state, it's non-union, the reality is that he could have saved those General Motors and those other automobile manufacturers without the gigantic wasteful bailout. He could have restructured and gone forward, saving the jobs with a less expensive price tag.